Hey buddy, it's Invicta. It's time for Wacky Wednesday here on the channel. Today, as you can tell by the thumbnail and the character that we are sitting on currently, we're going to be playing as Tainted Eden. Now, what triggered this was because a lot of people saw the Arcade Challenge last week and was like, hey, in this kind of like Eden, or the Tainted Eden Challenge, except a little bit easier, just because you're basically going for hit list, but in this case, you're not re-rolling the items. And yes, technically, last week's run was easier in theory anyway, because obviously the goal here is to go for hitless. It's not going to happen. At least this way, we are getting immediately punished, but we're also not resetting our progress for the run because of the R key thing. So thank you all very much for all the support. I'm glad a lot of people have been enjoying the outlook of the next like streak goal, including this meme of the day brought to you by Prestigious Turn 268. Title throw with Invicta fans after hearing the new like streak goal. Yep, you got to smash that like button, and we're already well on our way here. So thank you very much, Prestigious Turn, something like that on the subreddit. Oh boy, here we go. So if you don't know this character, well, first off, here's CJ. It's going to be Zulu Romeo Foxtrot 8, Tav 8. If you don't know, Tainted Eden is a very complicated and wacky character, but also kind of a dangerous one because you just don't know what you're going to get. The passive is the ever-changing. Essentially, what happens is if you take damage from any enemy source, you are going to re-roll. Full stop. There's no way to stop it outside of one item, which is going to be Birthright. Now, Birthright is exceedingly valuable when it comes to Tainted Eden because it allows you to have a permanent copy of those items that you've been just kind of blowing through over and over again, and it's good. Another consequence of having Tainted Eden, though, is the fact that you will not be able to keep anything that you buy from the store. Your life is totally random. Your stats are totally random every single time. So we take damage, we get re-rolled. It's a full D100, kind of like that right there. We got Almond Milk and Mio. I can't remember the name. Mercomycosis. As our eternal item here, but that's probably going to change. We also got Suplex. Oh yeah, brother. We might as well use it while we can. And yeah, the goal here is just going to simply see if we can survive, because obviously it is a very, very difficult. It's a difficult character to play based on the randomness, but but there are ways to sort of curb the craziness of Tainted Eden. It's just difficult to do. The main thing that you have to remember about Tainted Eden is that he is going to basically conform to the loot tables of the items that you take. So if you take a bunch of Devil Dew items, you're going to be getting a bunch of Devil Dew items in return. One thing that you cannot do, and this is something that I always end up falling prey, or at least falling victim to, is you cannot and should not take any item that is in the secret room pool. Anything. I mean anything. And the danger there, of course, is to re-rolling into TM Trainer, or even worse, re-rolling into Missing No. There's no way to get rid of them. There's no backup plan. The only thing that you can really do at that point is just hope that you get some kind of respawn that you can get away from Tainted Eden, and you don't have to worry about re-rolling stuff anymore. We get more options here. Again, it's not going to be that big of a deal because we are playing as Tainted Eden. And yeah, the goal is just to, much like last week, just try to go as hitless as long as we can, and then we get just a totally different run here. We go on to last week's question of the episode from the Arcade Challenge run, which did very, very good numbers, everyone. Thank you again very much for that. This question was brought to you by Baxter, who said, question of the episode, if you could add 2 new trinkets, one really good one, like Sigil Baphomet level's good, and one really bad one, what would they be? So if I had to add one good but one bad, I'm going to do the bad first. The bad one would be something akin to the cracked dice, except it would be just a full guaranteed D100 reroll. Much on theme with what we've been doing the last couple of days here. If you get hit, it's guaranteed that you're going to reroll no matter what. Now that could be considered good in a way, but it could also be very, very bad. It's an item. If we're going by my own personal feeling of the word bad, the question that I posed to myself would be, would this be an item that I would take at any time? And the answer is no. So it's bad, in my mind anyway. As far as now a very good trinket, I would like to see one that gives you an ever-increasing stat up. I'm gonna take boom because we're gonna need the bombs anyway. An ever-increasing stat up that will continue to climb and climb and climb up until the point of you getting hit, and then all of a sudden all those stats drop, and then it starts over again. So kind of like a Pascal candle in a way, mixed with almost a reverse bloody lust. The longer that you go hitless, the more stats that you get. And no, those stats in my perfect vision for this item would not be limited by caps. It would just be straight up just more stats. If you can go through an entire run without ever taking hits, that trinket should be more than enough to carry you through an entire run. That's what I would say. That's what I would want from this. And really quickly, I've turned off the external information mod again because I was hoping they were going to find a mod that was going to work, but sadly, I don't think that's going to be. There's a couple of interesting ones, like Last Judgment, I think got an update. The RPG mod got an update as well, but it still wasn't working for me. So I'm not entirely sure if that was an update that was recent or not. And then I ultimately decided, like, yeah, I'm just gonna go for Tainted Eden. This is something that people have been asking for, and also it's been a while since I played as Tainted Eden, so it's gonna be a fun time today. Definitely wacky. One thing I definitely would like to get rid of is almond milk. One thing I don't really want to get rid of, however, is all the other items we've got. Get Abyss and Eye of Belial, which Abyss might actually legit be pretty good here, because I don't think that the Abyssal Flies reroll. So that could be something to that here. Now, there's no other items for us to actually buy or get. We should try to get into the super secret room, which is right here. It's right here. The golden key, which is too little too late there. Get a tower card, which I'm just not going to use. Yeah, I don't think the Abyssal Flies actually reroll, but I guess we'll find out, because I'm going to take another hit. I want to do it, but we kind of need HP, and we kind of need just consumables. We need money as well. Mucor Mycosis doing some good stuff there. I remember the item name. My brain genuinely broke when I was looking at almond milk, but trying to say Mucor Mycosis. It said, what did I say? Mercio Mycosis or whatever. That was my brain officially breaking. All right, so we have almost a full charge on Abyss, which is good because we should be hopefully finding our item room soon. Really? Ah. That would explain it. More bombas. But we are going to have to pay attention here. Unlike most runs, we actually have to pay attention because this is something that can get out of control in a hurry. Now, there's a couple of other things to remember when you're playing as Tainted Eden. Other items that do persist no matter what are swallowed trinkets, smelted trinkets, and stat ups that you get from the base level stats of pills. Now, your pills, that being said, your stats are still going to randomize, but they're going to have the even amount. They're going to maintain the same amount of upgrades that you've got on them from pills. It's just going to be at a random value. So if you've given yourself, like, say, a bunch of tears ups, and then took a hit as Tainted Eden, you're still going to have an increased amount of tears rate on reroll. It just may not be as high as it used to be. The world card here. Party time. Excellent. World card. Sticky bombs. I'm going to go ahead and abyss that. Basically looking forward to... I'm looking to abyss anything that I can. This... It won't be the super secret room here. We get 2 more. I think we get 2 flies here for a double item room. I'm missing that one. Obviously, almond milk giving us the damage down, and also the wackiness of clown physics is gonna be a little bit brutal. There we go, baby. All right. All right, so let's go into the item room. I think this is going to give us 2 abyssal flies. And this could be another way to counter the effects of... oh, wait. For some reason, I thought that was going to be 2 full charges. Well, now we're guaranteed to get hit in this next room. One of those innocent victim mistakes. Okay. Try this again. So we should be leaving the room with 4 abyssal flies instead of 2. Or 3. Okay. So it only takes 1. That sucks. But yeah, this could be another way to subvert the effects of being Tainted Eden here. Don't really need to find the shop, but I want to find a possible location of the super secret room. And the ultra secret room. Super secret room could be here, I guess. We have plenty of bombs to check. We definitely want a full charge on Abyss before we go into the devil deal, although I guess it really truly doesn't matter. And I don't know where a good place for this, for the ultra secret room would be. It could be above the mob trap room. Or below it. Actually no, it can't be below it. Let me see if there's a red door over here. No, there's not. Okay, so never mind. Scratch that idea. It has to be to the left of the curse room. That's the only place it could be. No, it's not. Wow. I genuinely don't know where it's going to be. Oh, that's where it is. It's to the left of here. That makes sense. Or not. Wow. Yeah. Well, at least we made a shortcut for ourselves. I do kind of want to go into the curse room, even though I probably shouldn't. Okay, we got Soul of Azazel. It's kind of whatever. You maybe for money. Another thing that's very important is permanent HP upgrades on Tainted Eden, whether it be Eternal Hearts or the prayer card. Getting them, or Maggie's Faith. Maggie's Faith is another extremely powerful item that you can get on Tainted Eden. It helps sort of curb the demand of re-rolling every single time you get hit. Try my best to get hit by not 1 but 2 shots there. And I am going to take this because we do need some more. We need to keep increasing our base stats here. First the maze. Anytime we can add more abyssal flies, I think we should be doing it outside of fringe cases where we need to get the stats that we're trying to get. It's debatable whether I should have abyssed the safety pin. Kind of wanted to, though. Okay, get a golden key, it's fine. But if I were a betting man, which I am, I would bet dollar to donut that we're going to get hit on this floor. %. Whoa there, Curse the Maze. Still don't have enough money to really get anything in the store, but we'll try. I mean, hey, PH Dizzle. Absolutely. Balls of steel. I'll take it. I am not going to turn that down. So now the PhD slot will be taken up by a it's going to be taken up by a shop item slot. So if whenever we do inevitably get hit, PhD is going to reroll into something that is in the store item pool. And I really want to find. Kind of bummed that I thought that was going to be the item room. Telling you, these abyssal flies are going to be important. Do not feel like being in here. I'm planning on doing the boss trap room. I don't care about the boss trap room. I want to be in here. There we go. There we go. Mucor mycosis. Dropping the diggity dunks on the skitterers. We still are just... Thank you, Curse the Maze, for hooking us up. It's kind of impressive we haven't been hit yet. I'm not self-glossing here. I think it's nice that we haven't been hit yet. So we're gonna take both of those. We have 4 abyssal flies now. Now we got shuffled into the room that we were already going to anyway. I'm not sure how that works. And ideally, getting another full charge here for the boss would be good if we get a doo-doo item, like a range upgrade or something like that. And then we just need to get another W item. Because Abyss, even though it is a W item, it's not a passive W item. So we need to get something that's going to give us a guaranteed W item upon every reroll. Ah, excuse me. I don't know about that one there, game. Okay. So that must have been one of those times where Dookie throws out the the immediate fly that shoots out like a rocket. That's it. Don't know about that one. We have the virus here. As you see here, we did keep the 4 abyssal flies, so just as I said, but I mean, I'm happy to be done with almond milk, but I'd still throw a challenge flag on that hit, though. The reason why the abyssal flies are important here is just because I want to have at least some form of semi-permanent damage upgrade, right? But the thing that we got to be concerned about right now is going to be our HP and our lack of stats, because we haven't really had any stat ups to speak of in terms of gears or damage or anything. I mean, I know our damage looks okay for now, but nothing is permanent outside of what I've already talked about on Tainted Eden. So you got to be careful. You got to be ready for anything. Now, what's encouraging is the fact that we have received the shovel after getting Abyss. It's encouraging because that means that we can get another Devil Deal active item, like getting Abyss back. I think that'd be cool. Void would be even better. We could somehow swing it. So, shovel's ready to go again. Excuse me? What's going on here, game? We need to have a sit down and a little bit of a talk here. I swore I was on that art, but the game calculated that I was not. Got the golden candy. Hoppify doing some work here. Yeah, we really, really, really need to get HP here. The fact that we only got to identify one and only one pill is kind of a nuisance, but the upgrades that we get with Keeper Sack are going to be permanent no matter what, so this is something, right? I think we need to discuss this individual that we have here on our run. We get some damage, which is good. Again, more upgrades. The more permanent upgrades, the better. As that does take the pressure off of re-rolling constantly. Surprisingly, we have a decent pace for boss rush. I mean, we're not going to get it, but we have a better than average shot, I would say, on this run. But that's something that people like about Tainted Eden too, is just the wackiness, randomness. It is utter chaos. Okay, I'm dropping this on the candle. If you put this anywhere else, game, I'm calling hacks. Scapegoat, escape bad, but it's another item that we can re-roll with when we inevitably take damage. It is ultimate wackiness in the form of a character. Now, whether or not that's good or bad for, you know, trying to streak or just trying to win or anything like that, we leave that up to the historians and philosophers out there. But I think that if you just want to have fun, Tainted Eden is a way to have a lot of fun. If you don't care about winning, you're just going for the insanity of it all. I think Tainted Eden is going to be your jam. You know, for the multiplayer patch, you know, I think that's going to be also hilarious. I don't know if friendly fire is going to be a thing, but imagine being able to re-roll your friend who's flexing on you while having like a crazy build, and then you know, with the Tainted Eden, and then you can just pop him with a bomb or something. That'd be funny. I don't know if the game's gonna work like that, but that would be cool. Annoying, and I would make sure that, I mean, that's gonna be the ultimate friend check right there, but I think that would be quite hilarious. That would be on brand for Isaac, that's for sure. On brand for Four Souls too, really, if you think about it. Bombing your teammates. I'm looking forward to the patch. I think that it's going to be I think it's gonna be a big deal. So we can only take one of these. I'm gonna take Dark Prince's Crown. Now, what's nice about this Hermit card is that we can guarantee that we go into the next store and buy something with Keeper Sack. I'd like to get a full charge before that happens, just so we can use the shovel before we re-roll. Piggy farting, baby. It's a piece of art. Dropping it there. We get a guaranteed crawl space. And the left hand. Left hand's gonna be better than the golden rare candy. It just is. It's gonna provide us with HP, provide us with possible W items or teleports. It's just going to be better. If you're wondering how come I'm not ripping the Hermit card yet, it's because I would like to try to steal something out of a mob trap room. But this is the big turning point now. We've got to start getting HP. We've got to start making gains. Camping belt, it's movement speed, deep pockets. We're gonna buy everything here. So, I mean everything. Fortune and another full charge. So good. Whoopsie doodle. Definitely want the Fool card. Rubber cement, we'll take it. it's dangerous to take. Because it does count as a that does count as a secret room item. I'm hoping that we find a beggar that we can play. And just get some more permanent HP upgrades. Really the only logic behind taking the quarter. It's also a world drop, so it's not guaranteed to be a secret room item whenever we reroll, but the thing is with Tainted Eden is that you cannot take that chance. Whatever you think the game might do, it's going to do the opposite. E-Bum, now's a perfect time for you to start paying out with some chests here, dog. It's having the left hand. Just this. Carry a card. Down. Now that was identified because we previously had PhD, so I think I'm gonna hold on to the devil card, maybe. The fool card. The fool card might be better. It's tough because it is nice having that teleport to get out of a curse room. We also just dig. We can go into the curse room and then dig our way out of there. Unless we get unlucky and get ourselves a crawl space when we're not trying to get a crawl space. Gotta be careful of the scapegoat factor here. You don't know when mom's gonna target scapegoat or us, so we just basically have to stay far away from him. Now, don't be fooled. Do not be fooled by this run. You're seeing this, you're thinking like, well, what's the problem? I mean, we're dominating right now. There's no danger at all. That is when you lose. When you think, if you ever feel on a Tainted Eden run at any point that you're safe and secure and you're nice and happy with your run, that's when you lose it. That's when you get rooms like these. I will not entertain the thought of doing. And all it takes is one really bad reroll for your run to be just done. So the name of the game is self-preservation through good skill, good dodging, and good item taking. Notice how it switched from scapegoat right at the last shot, trying to catch us lacking here. I saw that shot, and I'm still mad that I knew that it was going to come out and hit us as soon as that left the nub. And just like that, we have lost that previous run. We got PhD back. Fortune Cookie gives us a hermit card. Go check the secret room. Notice how we lost the left hand as well. Airwalk. Airwalk's useful, but not necessarily going to be good for us. Devil card at least still gives us just raw damage. We have the Parasite. Okay. Movement speed, unfortunately, that didn't give us damage or anything like that, but movement speed's still important at this stage. Remember, nothing's set in stone here, so... Yeah, Fortune Cookie's showing... Oh my god, that was incredible. Fortune Cookie's showing why it's been on the bench for a year now. Because it is just not a good item. It used to be great, then it started failing really hard on the payouts with Soul Hearts. And now it mostly now Fortune Cookie just gives you literally nothing. Yeah, it just doesn't pay out with the Soul Hearts anymore. And I don't know who did what over at Nicholas to change that, but it's definitely a big disappointment. We can only take one, really. I'm gonna take the passive item. I will not risk going down to 1 HP. That is suicide right there. My God, so satisfying. So here's to hoping. Oh, we have Voodoo Head. Here's to hoping that we at least get one soul heart from Fortune Cookie. Just one. That's all we're asking for. Just one. Just let's start small, you know? We'll say that Bird's Eye is really doing a number for us here. Incubus, that's all you. Truthfully, I don't even want another Devil Deal item at this point. I just want to live. Death card. Death card's not that useful, but we can use it. In a more dangerous room than this, I mean. And yeah, I mean, Fortune Cookie is just showing you why it's such a disappointment with how that item ended up being total dud. Which is crazy because, like, they didn't, to my knowledge, I don't think they ever announced any kind of nerf to it. But you can find runs on the channel here where Fortune Cookie was paying out with either a Soul Heart or a Tarot card almost every single pull. And now it's like it's a surprise if you get anything out of Fortune Cookie. So I don't know if they did any sideways back alley things to nerf it that they didn't talk about, but hey, you never know. Gotten more soul hearts out of this one play session of a fortune teller machine than we did with the entirety of us holding on to a Fortune Cookie here. Moon card's kind of whatever. We can use it for the chest or even the cathedral. Baby Bender. Sure. Baby Bender will at least allow Incubus's shots to have homing on them. Sunshine, power pill, speed up. There we go. 2 walking on sunshine and 2 power pills. We have PhD. Yep. Could have been anything. Could have been health ups. Could have been tears ups. Could have been a lot of things, but fortunately, it was not. It's 4 neutral pills. So we're going to use the devil card against It Lives and hopefully burn through this as fast as possible. Because I like having Sci-Fly here. It's going to be a huge defensive bonus for us. And obviously Bird's Eye is going ham and cheese on the taco biscuit, ham bone taco. There's no red hearts, but we can go bomb the Temperance Machine to maybe get a red heart. I'm going to hold on to this. Wait, this is a 2 hearts, right? Okay. It's only going to get... Wait. This is not our... This is not our moon card. Necesito Luna card.
Wheel of Fortune.
Range up. Hey, anything. I'll take anything. Okay, if there are more red hearts on the floor, I would consider going into both of the curse rooms, but there's just not. If we had more than one bone heart, I would also consider it, but we just don't have it. Okay, so I don't think us using the moon card here is going to benefit us in any way, because it looks like we've got to go in a totally opposite direction to Isaac. We're going to be moving in that direction anyway, so... Oh my god, we got something. 2 of hearts. Thank you, fortune cookie. We're going to the north anyway, so there's no reason for us to kind of do this. And yeah, that's... room is not worth doing for 2 steel chests at this point in time. Reverse Empress, which is nice. We get a Joker card as well. We're just trading out a soul heart for a red heart for a soul heart, essentially here. And then I'm not gonna take the dark matter either. First Empress card gives us another level of HP. It gives us 2 HP for the room. So if we get in trouble, we can use that as our emergency way out. This is all bird's eye right here. That was a D6, a global D6, but there's nothing that we have to, re-roll. Health up, speed up,
Speed up.
Still doing okay. We can't rely on our luck rating saving us from all of Isaac's shots, but it's going to mitigate a lot of them into the fire. There we go. I don't know. It's pretty surprising that we've been able to avoid damage this long with this build. It's not ideal. But we're getting a very big defensive boost from Bird's Eye and canceling out a lot of projectiles. It's more valuable than you may realize. There's a lot. So even if we had that moon card, it wouldn't have mattered anyway because I have no idea where it is. Piercing shots is nice. Post hat's nice. I don't remember if we had bookworm or not. Regular Empress card, which is significantly worse than the reversed Empress card. It gives you the same bonus, but it doesn't give you the HP. You want the HP, just in case. Now, if we get hit, it's going to re-roll. So a smart person, at least I think it will. A smart person would drop. Would drop the reverse Empress card on the ground so we can come back and pick it up before we ever take damage and re-roll it. Cancer Trinket probably being another one that we should drop on the ground. Yeah, thank you, Fortune Cookie. Okay, good. don't remember what direction we approached from. Not this one. See them coming. I know where they are. Oh my god, we got a Soul Heart. A bona fide, genuine, gourmet, premium, plus level, brand approved Soul Heart. Feel asleep. Wonder how many Isaac fans know what game that originated from. Still feels like we're going the right way. Also, I feel like they added more fortunes, more sayings into the game. Because there's some that I don't ever remember seeing ever. Oh my gosh. Fortune, all right, Fortune Cookie's trying to make up. Look, Fortune Cookie. Keep putting up results like that, son. Well, then we can talk about it. We can talk about putting you back on the team. You gotta perform better in more than just one run, all right? You can't just all of a sudden sprint towards the end of a run and get a touchdown and expect to be rewarded when your team is, 1-14 like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But we just need to see some consistency, son. That's all we care about. Oh, we've gone in a circle. Blind Rage is useless here, but I will take a look at this. Well, Fire Mine is actually okay because we have Explosion Immunity. And I officially have no idea where we're supposed to be going now. Because we've gone everywhere, every which way that I know of. Yeah, I have no clue. Pretty sure I've been everywhere. Yep. I do not have I haven't the foggiest of where we're supposed to go here, game. Apparently here. Fortune Cookie's trying. Alone. It's gotta be 2 or 3 for Beelzebub. Okay, now, yeah, Fortune Cookie now, it heard me. There's another example. The game, hey, the game can hear you. I will guarantee that we've done a full clear on this map. I'm gonna give myself Black Candle after we're done beating Blue Baby here. We've been to every room except the super secret room and the Mega Satan room. But we are gonna get the dub. It ended up being not too bad. We got a very powerful run here with Parasite. Honestly, the big MVP is gonna be Birdseye here. Having the damage from the Abyssal Flies is also pretty nice, but yeah, that was nice. And just for S's and G's, I'm going to give myself Black Candle just to see the map. And yeah, could not have gone in a worse direction at any point of this run. So thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you click that like button. Remember, every video gets 3,000 likes or more. We're going to be tallying it up for the like streak goal and bringing us ever closer to the 5 or die challenge, where I'm going to be forced to do at least 5 victory laps. If at any point one of those videos goes over 10K, then we got to do 10. And man, it's going to be a challenge. But I want to say thank you all very much for the support. I hope you have a fantastic start to your wacky Wednesday. And as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank some patrons of mine like Carlos Ibanez, Marcus, and Nathan Trumbo. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of the episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.